There, guys, it's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this quick message today entitled, You Gotta Want It. Okay, I wanted to do a quick message for those of you who have been saying over and over again, you're going to package your knowledge into a high ticket product. You're going to take your speaking business and create licensing content. You're going to become an amazing trainer, pitch to other businesses and corporations, but you have not done it. You got to want it. Okay, you got to want it. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of times when you're smart and you're sharp and you're already successful in so many other ways, you don't want it that much because you have a back door, you have an option. You don't have to do whatever it is that you want to do in order for you to create an amazing result. Let's be honest. And it's the reason why over and over again, smart women betray themselves. It is something that I talk about over and over again. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I got started in my company over 20 years ago. Many of you guys know this. You've been following me since my journey, starting my business simply as a mom coach. I wanted it. I wanted to take my background as a corporate trainer, my systems as a mom, and package those. And I launched big because I decided there was no back door for me, and maybe you can relate to this. I simply wanted to get myself free. Freedom for me meant that I got to do what I wanted to do, the way I wanted to do it, with who I wanted to do it with. And in this case, I wanted to start my own business, and I wanted to take and leverage all of my professional background and experience in my own business, and it worked. Fast forward today, I've had the opportunity to coach thousands of women, literally, from the comfort of my home. And I love what I get to do, or my home office, or somewhere around the world. And I help them to package their knowledge into high ticket products on and offline, even if they don't know what the product is. Most of the people that I serve are just like you. They're smart and they're incredible, and they're already doing something amazing to create a result for a company, or maybe for their own practice or something else, something like that. Or maybe even they're an expert in a soft skill like motherhood, or some other expertise that people come to you for, and you're trying to figure out how to package it in a higher end structure. That's who I primarily serve, and that's who this message is for. You have got to want it. Sometimes if you are in a family situation where you're very comfortable, right? Like there's enough income coming in, you don't want it enough. Like there's the thing that you always wanted to do, but you don't have to do it because it won't change the quality of your life, right? Because you already have income. And I see this a lot with women who are really smart. They fail to implement. Maybe they've been a part of coaching systems before and they've not implemented anything, or they keep saying they can coach themselves or be accountable to themselves, and yet week after week, the book isn't written, the product isn't built, they're not monetizing and selling at the highest and tallest, because that's not real, okay? So if that's you and you've been saying those things to yourself, I'm talking directly to you. I want you to understand, you gotta want it. And to me, when I aligned my wants with a really, like a big why, something that I had to have, which for me was freedom. See, freedom for me was something that my husband couldn't give that to me. Okay, a job couldn't give that to me. I had to figure out a model that would allow me to do what I love, but do it in a way that gave me my time back, because that was something really important to me. I have 3 kids. I wanted to be available for the things that mattered most. I wanted to show up at all of the practices and do all of that kind of stuff. I was that mom, the cupcake mom, the mom that showed up at everything for about, maybe I would say 17 years of my kids' school journey. And I needed time to do that. I didn't want to ask permission to live my life. And maybe, just maybe that's you. Or maybe you're comfortable in a different way. Like you're great at what you do and you think that, you know what, when I retire, I'm going to start this thing. When in reality, you could start right now and create a transition plan. Or maybe you've convinced yourself that because you're busy and what you're doing professionally, it's going to take way too much time for you to build this business and monetize it. And it's just not true. You have got to want it. And, whether or not your want is like me, freedom, or maybe your one is to have a transition plan for yourself beyond retirement, or maybe it's just to generate additional income so you can travel the world or be there for family members that need you, or or whatever, but you have got to want it. And I promise you, until you really understand what that want is and you show up for that, you're never going to be consistent. And I'll tell you why. And I'll ask you this question, and you can answer it here, or you can just answer it silently wherever you're listening right now. If you are saying that you're going to work toward your dreams and your goals, my question is, over the last 7 days, what did you do? Okay. What did you accomplish, right? Like, what real thing did you put in place? And then you can answer that silently for yourself and say, was it enough? Okay. Or are you kidding yourself? And if you're kidding yourself, it's like someone that needs to go to the gym and doesn't go and doesn't have a trainer. And when you go, you're just walking on that elliptical or treadmill, and you know you're not at the caloric rate you need to be at, right? Like, you know you're not burning the calories you need to be burning. You know you're not at the level that you need to be at in order for you to maximize your burn, but you coaching you. And sometimes in life, you just have to get real with yourself and say, I'm not doing what I'm fully capable of. You have to show up 100% brave for yourself and your dream, and you got to really want it. And I hope that there's something that I said today as I shook your shoulders that really gets you to really show up differently for yourself. You know, one of the reasons that I wanted to build a business and create freedom for myself was so I could be available. You know, the last couple of months in my life, I've had the opportunity to do exactly that. My son, my youngest son, is looking at colleges. We've been traveling a lot, doing college visits and things like that. Imagine being able to build a business where you don't have to worry about, like, oh, do I need to go live, or do I need to, send out this email? No, like, you've got a business and you've got things set up in a way that is time rich, and it still allows you to grow and to be profitable, and and to do what you absolutely love on your own terms. I'm so grateful that I showed up for myself then, because today has created a lot of different options. My daughter needed emergency surgery. She broke her ankle in 3 places a couple months ago. I'm so grateful that I could be available and that there could be nothing that would conflict with what mattered most. I'm sharing my story, but I hope that as a result of me sharing it, it inspires you to think about the gaps in your life that you want to fill for yourself, right? And you've got to get honest with yourself and be 100% transparent, and then decide, I'm going to do something different. Now, if you're ready to do something different, I'm always here for that. And if you're looking or open for a call with someone that can help you package what you do to a high ticket service on or offline, and you're serious, you're not going to waste anybody's time booking an appointment, not showing up, or not being serious in your ability to create results for others. It's time. And if it's time, then I encourage you to show up 100% for yourself and book a call. I'll post here a link to my website, real simple, at miaredrick.com. You can always go there and book a strategy call. Or if you're ready to train with us and learn how to package what you do in a high ticket product, join us for the next live master training. The one in March was like unbelievable, like on fire, right? This is March, but the one a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, was amazing. Amazing. And the next is in April, I think April 27th and 28th. All right. So anyway, I hope you got great value being here today. I'd love to see your comments right here. That's right. Take a moment right now and let me know what you're going to do. Let me know how you're going to show up for yourself. And listen, hiding behind a title, behind a job, behind your frustration, it's old, right? Like, it's time to do something different, and it's totally available to you. You're way too smart to not like what you're doing or the way you're doing it, or create more options for yourself. And I'd love to show you how to do that. I'll talk to you soon, and have an amazing day. Good night.